We have new information tonight about those emails sent to federal workers today saying, explain what you did at work or lose your jobs. That directive coming from DOGE and Elon Musk. So here's a look at the email. It says, please reply with 5 bullets of what you accomplished last week. It has a deadline of Monday, 11:59 p.m. Elon Musk today posted this on X. All federal employees will get an email asking what they got done last week. Failure to respond will be taken as a resignation. Hours earlier, President Trump called on Musk to be more aggressive in cuts to the federal government.
Oh no! American federal employees are being asked to list 5 things they did at work last week. The humanity! How dare they be asked to work in these kinds of conditions? This fella Andy Kim says to our public servants, I'm sorry you're being threatened. You deserve so much better. I remember how proud I was when I first swore my oath as a civil servant. Honor of a lifetime. Remember why you chose to serve. Stay strong. I and many others will be right by your side. Stay strong. What? They're being asked for 5 bullet points, Andy. Good God. You know what? I'm starting to get a little bit jelly of America. I wish we had a DOGE in Australia. By God, we need it. Now, if you can't tell, I've got a bit of a cold at the moment. It's the middle of February. It's beautiful weather and I've got a fucking cold. But we're going to power through because this is really funny. We've got a quick sponsor, then we'll get right into it. Let's go. Bearing. They say that when Chuck Norris was born, he drove his mum home from the hospital. That when he slices onions, the onions cry. That when the boogeyman goes to sleep at night, he checks his closet for Chuck Norris. I grew up watching Chuck Norris, and I recently saw a video of him working out. The man's in his 80s and still slays. Both him and his wife stay fit and active. He says he feels like he's still in his 50s, and she says she feels 10 years younger. And most importantly, after working out, they've still got plenty of energy for their grandkids. See, Chuck's got a secret weapon, and he's sharing it with the world through Roundhouse Provisions. He's made a video explaining his process you can watch by visiting chuckdefense.com/bear or using the link in the description. At a whopping 84 years old, Chuck's got the energy of a much, much younger man. And he does it by focusing on 3 things that sabotage our body as we age. It's super simple, and it's going to change the way you think about your health. Have a look for yourself. Visit chuckdefense.com/bear or use the link in the description and the pinned comment. Yeah, so Elon Musk, with Trump's encouragement, is continuing his rampage across federal government departments. I mean, you can almost literally say he's taking a chainsaw to them. Did you see the Argentinian president gift Elon Musk a chainsaw? Well, as you can probably imagine, federal employees are not happy about it. I mean, Elon's probably sitting there sipping some overpriced cognac, going, oi, what's your job worth? Give me 5 bullet points or fuck off. And the federal workforce, these cushy desk jockeys who've been coasting on taxpayer cash for decades, are shitting bricks like it's the end of the world. They're clutching their pearls, crying into their lukewarm coffee, going, how dare he?
How dare you?
Accountability in my taxpayer-funded gig? I mean, 5 points isn't that hard, is it? I file shit, I email shit, I approve shit, I deny shit, I nap through lunch, fuck. But they're actually treating it like Elon's demanding a 500-page dissertation on why their job matters. Spoiler, it probably fucking doesn't. And the meltdown we're gonna see from this is gonna be pure gold. Grown adults who've never had to hustle a day in their lives, now scrambling to Google how to sound productive.
Now to the new ultimatum to federal workers from Elon Musk, asking federal employees to detail their accomplishments last week. And it comes with a warning if the email is ignored. ABC senior White House correspondent Selena Wang is in Washington tracking this. Good morning, Selena.
Hey, good morning, Gio. And that ultimatum from Elon Musk, it is making federal workers even more anxious and confused.
Anxious and confused. Imagine that. Imagine you're at your job and your boss goes, hey, what did you do last week? Just give me 5 simple bullet points. You'd go, yeah, boss, here they are. That was fucking easy. Anxious and confused. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, I've seen some people say, like, what about mailmen? How can they list 5 things? Well, I'm not sure if mailmen would have like a federal government email. Would they? I'm not sure. I wouldn't think so. But even if they did, I delivered mail from Monday to Friday. Good. That's your job. That's a satisfactory report.
Musk is taking his effort to slash the size of the federal government to a whole new level by posting that federal workers need to explain what they've accomplished in the last week or get fired. This morning, chaos and confusion across the federal government. Elon Musk now downplaying the ultimatum he issued to federal workers: explain what you've done or resign. Musk initially posting on X, all federal employees will shortly receive an email requesting to understand what they got done last week. failure to respond will be taken as a resignation. Those emails already going out. Sources tell ABC they ask employees to list 5 bullet points of what they've accomplished in the last week. The deadline to respond is tomorrow night. Several hours later, Musk posting, "The bar is very low here. An email with some bullet points that make any sense at all is acceptable."
Like I said before, I'm actually a little bit jelly of what's going on in America. My God, Australia could use a DOGE of its own. We've got 2.5 million government employees. Now that's across all levels, federal, state and local, but they're still being paid out of our pockets. That's much of a muchness to me. I mean, 2.5 million. That's with a population of 27.2 million. So it's like over 9% of the population work for some form of government. And if you take a look at our actual workforce, it's like 15 million people. So like 1 in 6 workers work for the government. And then you consider the social benefit system and the NDIS, the National Disability Insurance Scheme, and all the scams and shenanigans that go on with them. It's just fucking eye-watering. And you know what shits me the most is we've got this fucking Prime Minister who comes out every now and then and goes, "Oh, we've got record job growth. Jobs are up this quarter." But what he doesn't say is that they're mostly fucking government workers. Anyway, I've gotten sidetracked. I had to see what the world's #1 Elon Musk rage poster said about this. Thunderfoot. Now, I've actually got a little bit of ingrained respect for Thunderfoot. He was like one of the OG guys in the corner of YouTube I started in. He was like an anti-feminist and an anti-SJW. That's what we used to call anti-woke way back in the olden days of 2016. But recently, Thunderfoot just can't help shitting on anything Elon Musk does. He's got Elon Musk derangement syndrome. I mean, I saw part of a stream where this guy was watching SpaceX catch a fucking rocket from space, and all he could do was seethe about it.
Yeah, so now all he's got to do is work out how to get that to fly again within a few hours. Yeah. Now is the tricky bit, is you've got to get all of the fuel out of this. Yeah, your mind's blown. I'm still kind of perplexed at the chat, but yeah, I've got a lot of crow to eat because, you know,
Anyway, Thunderfoot says just ran the numbers. At 5 minutes to write the email and 5 minutes to read it, Musk's little stunt just cost the government $200 million. Basically, just to read the emails, he would need to hire 1,000 staff for 1 year.
I'm retarded?
Okay, Thunderfoot's definitely not retarded. He's very, very smart. He's a scientist, but if it takes you 5 minutes to read this, then you should be out of a job. It shouldn't even take you 5 minutes to respond. And what kind of a take is that anyway? We can't spend any time improving efficiency. That would be inefficient. Like, come on, man. If this thing actually happens, then these government employees are gonna spend next week thinking, oh, fuck, I better be efficient. I better actually do 5 useful things I can report next week. But I'm not sure how widespread this thing's going to be. Like, I'm not sure how well it's going to work. I mean, you've already got the higher-ups at the FBI saying don't respond. Apparently the Pentagon are going to ignore it. So yeah, I don't know how hard they're going to push this. But one thing's for certain, DOGE is making some fucking waves.
The latest casualties of Elon Musk's chainsaw, thousands of IRS workers. The layoffs hit roughly 7% of the agency's 100,000-person workforce this week, just as millions of Americans prepare to file their taxes.
I mean, there's really only one clip on the internet to suit this.
Oh no! What happened? Oh no! How terrible! That's just awful! How terrible! Oh no!
Among those affected, workers like Christopher Napier, a former IRS data scientist. This is what he said to our affiliate in Orlando just after finding out the bad news. Christopher joins us now. So, Christopher, how did you actually find out that you had been fired?
So on Tuesday, my manager let me know that this firing was happening. But I know some managers were told not to inform their employees. And then on Wednesday, I received an email to bring my stuff back to the office. on Thursday.
Oh, he had to take his stuff back to the office on Thursday, so he was a home-based IRS worker. Look, I sincerely hope Christopher lands on his feet. But if I was the guy at the tax office who decided who gets to work at home and who doesn't, the first questions I'd be asking are, do you own a set of gaming headphones? Do you have a Steam account? Do you have a PlayStation Network account? And if the answer to any of those questions resembled a yes, I'm sorry, buddy, but you would be strictly office-based. Look, as I said, I don't know how this whole thing's gonna go. I hope it gets enforced, and I hope we get to see some of the crazier answers, because that would be fucking gold.
What would you say you do here?
Well, look, I already told you. I deal with the goddamn customers so the engineers don't have to. I have people skills. I am good at dealing with people. Can't you understand that? What the hell is wrong with you people?
Look, I'm going to leave it there because my throat is on fire. I guess the takeaway from all this is that efficiency is bad. You know who else was into efficiency? The snazzies. You wouldn't want to be a snazzy, would ya? Anyway, thanks very much for watching. If you have any comments, leave them down below or at my Twitter. It's @bear_ing. Thanks again to this video's sponsor, Roundhouse Provisions. Check them out at chuckdefense.com/bear. All right, I'll catch you later. Ta-ta. Bye-bye.
Recession! Recession!